Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Lightning Returns Final Fantasy XIII. She had borrowed it, but now she's giving it back. She took the money, and now she hopping away. I'm the mysterious JG. We're actually still in the prologue, but eventually the game will open up a bit. Attack enemies using a preemptive strike for an advantage. Pretty sweet. That was good. Niblets kind of fall easily to anything, I guess. Niblet, nib, I might be confusing the Niblets. Did I steal its Niblet soul? What's going on here? Got a Niblet hairball. I don't think those are particularly valuable. The game's like, just get through this freaking door, did you? Or maybe I had to beat those enemies before I could do that.
You did it. Now go and find Snow.
Cool. Well, I will find Snow in my own sweet time, I hope. I don't know if any loots I find... Like, I think this is... Again, it's been many years since I played. This might be like a prologue area where anything I find doesn't count anyway. And I think later in the game I might even come back to the same physical area and need items more than I need them now. So it's probably my best move is to get a move on, as it were. But I kind of do... Yeah, I think I should have more options in the start menu than I do, but I haven't gotten far enough in the tutorial for them to have been explained, so I don't have them. Like, you see that meter in the bottom left with, oh, a guy's in his pajamas. With a 1 and a little... I think that eventually will mean something.
A glimmer of light appears at last. Is the Savior a sign of coming destruction, or a promise of hope? I would like to bet
There
on
is a
hope.
weird
If you believe you are
kind of
the true
character design for
savior,
regular characters in
you'll
these
need to
games.
be carefully prepared for the battles that await you on your journey.
At general stores, you can purchase items such as potions, remedies for Phoenix Down to restore lost HP, cure status ailments that lower your parameters in battle, or revive yourself when your HP is dropped to 0 and you can no longer fight. Keep in mind that there is a limit to the number of recovery items you can carry, so plan your shopping wisely and buy only what you need for the task at hand. Recovery items tutorial. Learn how to... Yeah, it really makes you wait before it gives you the option to skip, but I'm going to take the tutorial anyway. There are multiple ways you can restore lightning's lost after battle. One of these methods is to use the use of recovery items, which can be bought at general stores and other places. Select buy and purchase a potion for lightning. Oh, that's right, you can have six items in inventory at a time in this game. It's a little weird. Select a potion to purchase. This shady merchant will luckily give you potions for free. So no matter how many recovery items you carry your person, the recovery item slots on the left-hand side of the screen represent the number of items you can carry. Currently, your maximum is 6 items. Once you select an item, you can choose which slot to place it in. Select an empty slot, and you'll be asked to confirm your purchase. You can use recovery items in the field by pressing Y and opening the main menu. You can also use recovery items in battle by pressing Start and opening the pause menu. Number of recovery items you can carry will increase as lightning grows stronger. For now, supply yourself with as many potions as you like to continue onward. Yeah, I mean, they're free. I might as well take them. Didn't seem to be possible to sell them. Cheat the game early. Oh, I bought 6 free potions, then sell them all for 1 gil each, and I made a cool 6 gil. Recovery items. Okay, this is the menu I was looking for. Recovery items, Datalog. Characters, legends, and histories. Oh boy. There's a lot of this, isn't there? Lightning, Sarah, Lumina, Hope, and Snow. I guess we might as well see how much there is. Lightning is one of... Should I do character voices? Lightning is one of the humans who made the sea, turned their backs on their fates, and saved humanity. Though she was being used as a pawn by the gods, she fought with her allies to protect her homeworld of Cocoon. When her life seemed her own again, she was swept away by the power of chaos and was trapped in Valhalla, the unseen realm. She was chosen as the one warrior who
fight to protect humanity's fate, and she was struck down in the greatest battle. Sarah, her younger sister and the last remaining member of her family, died beyond her reach. Chaos flooded the world, destruction and peril walked hand in hand, and lightning laid down her sword to sleep in crystal for 500 years.
Yeah, I guess this makes sense.
But now the final days of the world have arrived, and someone has roused the sleeping warrior. He is the almighty god, Bunavelza, and he tasks her with a new duty. Her final role in humanity's history will be the savior of souls.
Sarah Fountain. Sarah was Lightning's youngest sister and Snow's fiancée. Once she was embroiled in the games of the gods, but Lightning and Snow helped save her from that fate as they fought with the help of their allies. When Lightning became trapped in another world, Sarah took up arms at her request. She set out on a journey through time to stop Caius Ballad. Caius Ballad? I thought it was Ballard. Caius Ballad in his attempts to alter history and ultimately brought Caius down with the strength of heart equal to that of her sister. Just when it appeared that she had successfully brought humanity back to the path of peace, her journey ended. The future can be changed, but not without a great price. Now it is Lightning's turn to sacrifice, and she will give anything to see her sister alive and smiling again. I thought she was saving soul. Like, Sarah's already dead, right? Yeah, whatever. Lumina!
This mysterious young girl appears to be able to control the power of the chaos and likes to get in Lightning's way at every turn. It seems she has met Snow before, and that the two have more than a passing acquaintance. But Lightning has spent the last 5 centuries in Crystal, and she has no way of knowing what could have happened between the two. Still, she cannot deny the girl bears a striking similarity to Sarah, but Sarah is dead, and this Lumina seems to have her own goals.
In other words, we're not explaining this shit. Hope has time. Hope is Lightning's partner in her journey as the savior, leading her through the final days of the world. They were allies once before, 1,000 years ago. Hope had been a boy when they first met, living a sheltered life within the floating world of Cocoon, until the peaceful days were shattered and his mother died before his eyes. He blamed Snow for his mother's death. Yeah, that was a weird subplot. Him going around constantly wanting to murder Snow. I was joking about Lightning wanting to murder Snow. Hope was, like, apparently serious. He blamed Snow for his mother's death, but was forced to work with him to defy their shared fate, and through this journey, Hope has learned to see beyond his grief and hatred. When he was a young man, Hope helped human society rebuild from the disasters that had befallen it. He led the Academy, a research institute formed to help humanity build its own future from the free from foul sea. He launched massive projects that would take centuries to complete, believing that science, not the gods, would save the people. Yet he now appears to have withdrawn from human society, hiding himself away to labor in God's service. It is a bit confusing. We'll piece more of this together as we go, but until we get out of the prologue, we're not really meant to understand what's happening. It's just Lightning going around fighting monsters and apparently chasing Snow. Sarah's fiancé from a lifetime ago, Snow fought alongside Lightning when they were both Lassie. When Lightning disappeared, Snow went beyond the constraints of time to learn the truth. While on his journey, he embraced a dangerous fate, becoming a Lassie once again for the terrible power that it granted him. Yet even gambling away his own future did not win him what he wanted, and in the end, he was not able to be with Sarah when she died. Centuries have passed since that day, and did I mention he became Lassie again? Yeah, that was a weird... That was like a subplot of Final Fantasy 13-2. There's this sequence where Snow has become a Lassie again to try to help Sarah, but it never pays off in that game, and apparently now it's falling out here. Centuries have passed since that day, and the world has changed. Snow rules the glittering city of Yuznan as its patron and hides away within the palace. Have the long years of regret over his lost love changed him forever? And why the fuck is he the ruler of a city? This will not be explained. Oh, the Legends of the Chaos. Give the voices a rest here for a second. The mysterious energy comes from another dimension and continues to eat away at the world. Most of the land has already been flooded by the Sea of Chaos, and the world is on the brink of destruction. The chaos gives birth to monsters and is the mystical source of a certain kind of seed. It appears like a dark mist to human eyes, but surprisingly, it cannot be seen by God. What? That's why it is sometimes called the unseen chaos. Many believe that when a human dies, his or her soul returns to the Sea of Chaos. That's enough for now. After we have the beasts here. The Chaos Beasts. Small scale enemies, niblets. Dagger conditions unknown. Takes half damage from... Oh, well, that's physical, so maybe it takes full magic from damage from magic, then. I gotta experiment more with niblets. That's the thing that's going on here. Wasn't that from not necessarily the news?
I just spotted Snow.
Niblets?
Help me track him.
Got it.
Okay, well, don't go that
You
way.
need to hurry.
Oh, I know.
I don't need to do anything, pal. I'm going the wrong direction, and I know I'm going the wrong direction, but it's cool.
What's Snow up to anyway? Where's he going?
I'm getting powerful chaos readings from inside the palace. And that's exactly where he seems to be headed.
What the hell is he thinking? Running straight into the chaos?
What a jerk.
Oh, changing targets tutorial. When you're facing 2 or more enemies at once, you can switch between targets with the side-to-side button. Use this to switch between targets to attack. You switch between targets. Use the skill when there's one enemy from among many that you wish to target first, or when you want to center an attack on one enemy in the field. In addition, you can also use the... I don't even know what that is. To control the camera. I guess the left button, not the right. Pressing right button will allow you to switch between modes. Try changing camera angles to get a better look at what's happening across the map.
Get back to where you belong. I need... You will be reborn. I still need you.
Definitely took some damage that time. Ow, and a lot of damage that time because I messed up the. I was out of ATB when it was time to defend, so that was not a good move because defense costs ATB. Oh well.
Is he going there to try to stop it, or is it to
What the
use
fuck,
it
man?
against us somehow?
You'll have to ask him yourself. Now hurry.
So what is this about? I don't know what that little blue... See, I could have sworn that meant something important was happening over here, but apparently the opposite. The place I went to try to be a, like, oh, let's explore thoroughly, let's go up the side first, was you actually needed to go. Doesn't seem... Running doesn't seem to be a thing. Oh, never mind, that's the button for running. Doesn't look like there's a lot of side loots in this sequence. Unless I just finished, or I just missed one. Hold on. Trying to do a thorough exploration job. Is this going to take me back to where I came from? Yes, it is. Technically, I could be a real stick in the mud who's worried about everything and, use a potion and replace it with this guy.
Are you sure you are prepared for every possibility?
I'm prepared to take advantage of another free potion. And I'm probably going into serious taking advantages of free potions overkill, but... Alright. Get back on track here. Ah, I got a stanometer. That's a... Okay, so now we know about that. That thought I saw lasers across the middle of the screen there. I'm nutsy cuckoo, but... I don't know why there's a picture of a cactuar on the left of that little shot there. I guess it's supposed to be a decoration in the city, but... More information on the weaknesses of niblets. They're like snicklets. Not necessarily the news. You guys remember Sniglets, right? Everybody remembers Sniglets. They were huge.
How high is the obstruction? Light, you should be able to jump over it.
But you're too lazy. Cut ahead to seeing if there's no cool rewards to be gotten over here. This is just where you end up if you miss the jumps. Where do you want to bet that, not gonna bother. Where do you want to bet that, nothing useful comes of jumping ever in this game? It's just the silliness.
Did you notice how the people here call Snow the Patron? He's in charge of this city, and has been for a long time.
Oh, cool.
The patron? I don't see it. Sure, he liked to look after people, but lording it over an entire city?
What the
Well,
fuck,
it wasn't
man?
his choice. He started out just trying to help everyone, and eventually he became ruler by popular acclaim. Although I'm not so sure he actually rules anything anymore. He doesn't do much these days except preside over the nightly revelry. Lord of the Feast Hall.
Doesn't look like he's enjoying it much, though. When I looked into his
Yeah, it's a
eyes,
shame.
I didn't see much of the old Snow.
A lot of good booze, but he just isn't into it. Alright, probably not much point in really trying to explore here. Looks like we just gotta get to the end of this. Because Snow, no matter how long we take, Snow takes just as long. Carefully climb down.
Light, do you see the ladder? You'll need to use that in order to follow Snow.
Right, got it.
Whatever.
The end is close. Eyes to the future.
What did staggering him actually do for me anyway? I guess it brings his physical defense down. You got a poisonous sting, huzzah. But we got awesome new information about our enemies, so let's check the bestiary here. Datalog, bestiary, chaos beast, mid-scale enemy, Anubis. Stagger conditions. Unleash magic attacks or unleash physical attacks when the enemy is launching an attack. Okay. It's got normal damage against everything except wind, because we haven't had a chance to test wind out yet. And there might be another way to stagger him. Meanwhile, this dude here is weak against fire, but they're also like the weakest enemy in the game, so it kind of doesn't matter. But yeah, if you really want to kill these guys fast. Also, this game is interesting in that there is like a super version of each enemy, a boss level version of every enemy that you can eventually find. Although with niblets, you have to kill like a ludicrous number of niblets to find it. And for them, knowing the vulnerabilities might be more important than it is here. This laser security system doesn't really seem to matter unless trips a silent alarm, which is doing something I'm not following. Oh, maybe me having fallen down here wasn't what I was supposed to do. Okay. Oh, never mind. This is a different... Yeah, okay, I got it. I am navigating now. Up down the pole. Woo! Hey, it was a pole dance move. Jumping over there sneaky would just take me to someplace I've already been, so it's not really a thing I need to be doing. Wait, how do I do fire? How do I know it's weak against fire if I not... Did I watch Snow use fire on it and learn it was weak against it? I don't see how I use fire. Niblet hairbow. Inventory garb. This garb doesn't have auto abilities. Huh. Oh, I know that I've got a garb that is her garb from the original game, and her garb... Not that you... Well, you play as her in one of the DLCs, I suppose. So... She is the cover art of all 3 games in the Final Fantasy XIII-2 series, even though you don't play as her normally. No, you play as her in the like the very, 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 very beginning of Final Fantasy XIII-2, and the rest of the game is about Sarah. And, of course, Doug. But yeah, having save data from those games gives you access to the outfits she wore in those games as garb, but they don't seem to be... I guess we get access to them later. And I try to see, like, I know... I feel guilty because she's got like a lot of the way the camera was set up for the cover art of the second game. They're showing you a lot of butt cheek, but I liked the costume design for her in the second game, where she's this like kind of like Valkyrie Holy Knight warrior with like shaped silver breastplate and all that kind of stuff. Like I guess I have a weakness for that look. I thought it looked cool. So I'll try to use that, but right now it's not available, so... So magic seems to stagger them.
Get back to where you belong.
Get back to where you always belong.
And staggering them, I guess, just means they stop attacking for a minute. It's a little different from the other games, or at least it seems like it. Techno music playing there. Seems to have forgotten about my dash from up.
Snow came down this way, but it's a dead end.
I'm glad I was able to call you on Salt on Radar to explain. Not Salt on Radar, but I was able to call you by a codec to tell you about that, Snake. It turns out later in the game, guys. I just want you to be cognizant of the fact that at any time Hope might betray us and turn out to be Liquid Snake. Just be aware. Light, I'm really glad that I'm able to help you on this mission to find Snow. Make sure that you don't spit. You should always keep your bodily fluids to avoid dehydration. Plus, if enemies find your spit, they will know you're present.
There has to be a way to get through. I'll look around.
I'll continue with the story when we enter this exclamation point. Oh, maybe not. This game has Juon Yuan 7 style spots where you just run into it and you think the plot's going to happen, and it's really just like inching you along towards story advancement and not actually always leading to a cinematic when you get to the next thing that seems to be marked as story. Anyway, something's over here. Oh, this. Okay, well that's not that complicated now.
When that door opened, chaos readings in the whole area spiked.
The source of the chaos is in the middle of the palace, right? That doesn't make sense. The Snow I knew wouldn't let things get out of hand like that.
Oh, he's incompetent. We know that.
It's been a long time, and Snow
Been a while.
has changed. We can't rule out the
Maybe.
possibility that he might be using the power of chaos for himself.
Or that he's just grossly incompetent. Matter of fact, I think we can distinctly rule in that possibility. Snow has changed, but he hasn't changed to the degree that he's now competent.
The chaos is powerful in this area. I'm not sure what's going on. It's interfering with my secret source. I'll try to maintain the connection. But there's a chance we
Am I still allowed to save in here? Despite the chaos, apparently I can. But I don't like here to right now, it's just trying to checking. Chaos powers up enemies, if I recall correctly. And seems to follow this chick around, whatever her deal is.
What the? Who are you? What are you doing here? If you're playing around
Was
in the
I
middle
not
of this
supposed
chaos,
to read your story yet?
I'm guessing
Because
you're not human.
yeah.
Also, you look exactly like my sister. Like exactly
You can
like
see
her.
when you're inside this stuff? And you can't be one of God's regular lackeys, can you?
No, I'm a member of his irregular forces. Capital H, his. It's God. Oh, Super Monster.
What? Who are you talking to? The enemy. Focus on the enemy.
But she was the enemy, I kind of thought. Staggering. Learn how to inflict heavy damage and impact on enemies by staggering them. I will take this tutorial. By attacking your enemy's weak points or striking them in the opening between attacks, you will be able to stagger them. The Zaltis that you see before you is vulnerable to magic damage. Attack it using thunder. When you attack a monster's weakness, its HP gauge responds with a stagger wave. When you deliver effective attacks, the wave grows, and eventually it turns red, showing the foe is nearly staggered. If you don't continue to deal effective attacks, the stagger wave will start to oscillate slower and decrease in size. The wave will not maintain quick vibrations for long. Watch the stagger wave closely as you deal out your attacks. There are a number of different ways you might attack to effectively strike an enemy's weakness. Once you've discovered a stagger condition, you can check it at any time during battle by pressing R2 to open Libra. Be sure to try all kinds of different attacks on new enemies. Okay, it's vulnerable. It's taking normal damage from lightning and physical, despite what they were saying.
Time can't be stopped.
You staggered your enemy! Holy shit, dude! When you stagger enemies, you not only deal great damage, but also create new opportunities and ways to attack. Some of the many abilities that Lightning will be able to acquire have special effects on staggered enemies, such as abilities that will be more powerful when they stagger a foe, abilities that can boost the stagger wave for longer than usual. Actively seek to stagger strong enemies if you wish to defeat them. Now we know that it's... I wonder if I'm burning through those bottom left-hand corner points when I use Libra. Unleash magic attacks. The effect is greater when the enemy is launching an attack. LT unleashes Lightning's powerful overclock ability. When Lightning is overclocked, time seems to slow to a crawl for everyone except Lightning herself. This leaves enemies defenseless against her seemingly instantaneous flurry of attacks. Press L2 to use overclock. Use overclock while foes are staggered. You will have more time to inflict heavy damage. Overclock can be used at any time, but it consumes EP. Keep an eye out for the ideal time to use overclock. What's it weak against? Ice, okay. Sometimes you just get into this mode where you're doing nothing but waiting for stuff to rise back up. And wait for it to attack and then unleash a bunch of blizzard, but it's going to take forever to attack now. I was trying to just get it into overdrive, but whatever. This is taking forever. I'm sure I didn't do this the right way, but we got it done.
It's your funeral.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did a terrible job there. I don't know that you get the star rating that you got in last games. Was I not paying attention? You get bad. No, you do get a star rating, and I did terribly, apparently. Oh, wow. Okay, I guess I really messed that up. It seemed like I was running out of EP really quickly if I just held the magic attack command. It certainly takes up more EP than other... Or ATB, excuse me, than other thing. So, yeah. Well, you know, we're already off to a start of me being terrible at the game. I am a big proponent of games not constantly giving you a star rating after every task, no matter how small, so that you're constantly feeling critique. It's a fucking escapist game about, like, beautiful girls in magical costumes fighting chaos monsters. Let us just chill. I hope you're going to come back next time, folks, and chill with me as we continue to get 2 stars or below in Lightning Returns Final Fantasy XIII. See you guys next time.